How would I do as a father? I always wondered, but I never really wanted to know. The ideal bothered me. My friends and family tell me not to worry, but some of them keep talking about how my life is going to change, how it's all over. This makes me think everyone's experience of fatherhood is different. But is there a common denominator that leads people to these different experiences?
My experience with fatherhood has been great. You know what I'm saying? My kids was planned. They, um, wasn't just something that happened. Because I grew up, paying attention and watching everybody else raise their kids and how they do things that they do. They wasn't raised to the best of their abilities. My background, was a little rocky. I had a mother with 4 kids that she had to raise by herself. So I just took that upon myself to see what that I need to do when I get older and I first have my kids, what to do and what around. You hang around with other kids that they get to go home and they get to go do sports and activities, with their fathers. And I just had to go home to my mom that didn't do nothing but pretty much work. So I told myself when I do grow up and have kids, I'm always going to be there. And that's exactly what happened. I put a plan in motion. My plan is in motion and it's working. I would say just be there. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Whether you and your old lady, y'all together, you separate, don't hold a grudge. No matter what happens, whether it's your fault or her fault, always be there for the child.
I never saw myself being old enough to be someone's father. The plan was always to live fast and die young. I didn't believe in long term goals. There's no guarantee you're going to be around to accomplish them. I grab as much as I can while I can. This kind of logic doesn't work when you have kids. You're almost stuck without a choice. I always thought of things that I couldn't do anymore. No more smoking inside. No more staying out all night. No more R-rated movies.
Um, Fatherhood is it's definitely a big step, but it's a lot that goes along with it. I like to think of it as every child is definitely is a blessing, but at the same time, it can be a handful and it can be stressful, especially if they really is spoiled like this little girl here. Wait, but it's different. It's different situations, like different circumstances and different situations and stuff like that. That really makes things a little bit more difficult because everything just don't fall under the same category. But
So,
experienced my first baby mother. My daughter right now is 5 years old, about to be 6. So
very smart little girl.
yeah. Um, my experience with her that actually was great. Like, it was good because me and her that was our first child together, and things were a whole lot more simpler and easier because we both wanted the child, both wanted my daughter. So and so until we actually broke up and stuff like that, as things were actually pretty good. I actually have not only my first daughter, but I have this child, my second, and who I had it by, she already has 3 children. So 3 girls at that. Her oldest is 18, and I'm only 27. So that's close to my age. We started off not getting along at first, but kind of
Working
kind of
through it.
working through it. But
That's good.
then she got a 10-year-old and 4-year-old. try to, them the two that actually stay in the house, and we try to get through being a family, our day to day basis, the best that we can. But I'll say it is a little bit more difficult because it's just for the simple fact that them kids right there is really considered your stepkids, even though they're not your real kids, but they consider your stepkids, and it's a little bit harder to maybe discipline and things like that. Patience is definitely the biggest thing, I think. One of the biggest things. Because you gotta have patience. Because babies, they need a lot of attention, and they don't know. Because they babies. So,
Yeah.
they cry a lot. You have to know what's wrong with them because they can't talk to you. So, whatever it is that you could possibly. Just like her, they got her spoiled right now.
I don't like the ideal of my responsibilities breathing. Every pet I've ever had died or ran away. I'm not saying that my child is going to die. I just don't want to see anything happen to it because I wasn't paying attention. Reason all my pets died is because I was too busy, or at least I thought I was. They got neglected. I stopped taking care of them, and so on. And I just can't imagine that happening to an actual human life, especially one that I took the time to create. So I figure, play it safe and not take the chance. Why risk it? Our third subject, we'll call him D. For professional reasons, I'm going to narrate his story and we're going to disguise his identity. We met D at a local convenience store, and his journey to fatherhood is a little bit heavy. When he was a young child, his father committed suicide, and his mother suffered from alcoholism, but he didn't let that stop him. He was a good kid. He did well in school. He stayed active in sports, but he always felt like he was missing something because there was no one there to cheer for him like the other kids, and it weighed heavy on him. But still, he later on went on to go to college to pursue a career in nursing, but then had to deal with his own battles with addiction. He feels that if his father was there, he may not have strayed down the wrong path. But he also feels that the birth of his first child, his son, guided him back. Now he's back on the right track, finishing his degree and on his way to take his exam. I can admire this. I know how hard it is to feel like you're alone and just wanting someone to be there for you. Now he has that. His father choosing to leave his life the way he did makes him not ever want to abandon his son. Him and the mother of his child have a healthy relationship. They live together, and she supports him in pursuing his education, and they plan to further their life together and have more children. I led myself to believe that by having children, you were giving up a lot. No more man cave. That gotta go. Bar in the basement, shit staggered by. Big screen TVs, they gonna get broke. You know, but the reality of it is, it's not true at all. You gotta stop thinking about what you're gonna lose and pay more attention to what you're gonna gain, or more so, what you'll be able to give someone else. Instead of feeling like they're gonna take everything away from you, think about everything that you can give them. I really think I'm ready. So, got the crib together, got the stroller together. I just gotta baby-proof everything and lock up the guns, and we'll be good to go. So, I went into this thinking that different things determined that it was different factors that determined everyone's experience of fatherhood. But now I see that you determine your own experience of fatherhood.
And the most important part of it all is to be there. If you're not there, you can't experience it.